Hello, I'm Shannon Thresher, and this is 30-Second Tactics. Today we're going to talk about shotguns. The question was asked, what do I think is the best round for a home defense shotgun? Double-aught, or slug, or birdshot? The short answer is, I don't think a shotgun makes a very good home defense weapon. That's a whole other video, but assuming that's what you're rolling with, a couple things to consider. If you're not familiar, a slug is basically just a slug, a solid, usually 1 ounce piece of lead. It's basically a single bullet that comes out of your shotgun shell. Double-aught is typically 8 or 9, sometimes as many as 12, 32 or 33 caliber, just round lead shot like this. It's very common. What you hear about law enforcement and stuff. Your double-aught buck. And birdshot is usually a whole bunch. I don't know how many that is. It's more than 9. They all have their purpose. They all have their reason. We're going to go out here in the range in a minute and see what you can get as far as a pattern and what you can expect performance-wise from them. So stay tuned. So a couple quick things before we hit the range. Both shotguns we're going to be using today are what are known as open bore or open choke. The diameter of the barrel is the same all the way down, which is .729 for a 12 gauge shotgun. We're not going to get into chokes and how they change your pattern on this video. That's something we can look at in another video, or you can explore YouTube and find lots of stuff on chokes. Another thing is we're going to be on the range today. We're going to be using Ed Marshman's range. Ed Marshman's a retired FBI agent who has many years instructing with firearms, and now he runs his own training company. It's Marshman Training and Consulting, and I will put a link to that in the comments. If you're in the North Alabama area, he's a very knowledgeable guy. He handles everything from I've never touched a gun before to advanced firearm stuff to church security and all that. So I'll let you check out his website. All right, guys, we'll see you on the range. So the two shotguns I'll be using today is the Mossberg 500 with a 20-inch barrel and a Mossberg 590 with a 14-inch barrel. As you can see, there's no stock on the 590. That's my breaching gun, but we're not dealing with accuracy. We're dealing with pattern spread, so that won't be an issue. And the ammunition we're using today, right to left, with the Winchester for the birdshot, 7.5 inch, Estate, which is just a kind of a middle-of-the-road generic buckshot, and then also the Federal Premium Law Enforcement with Flight Control wad. So in theory, that's going to give us a tighter, more controlled pattern, but we're going to see that in a minute for sure. This is just my ammo. None of these companies sponsor me. I don't have anything in it. We'll see what happens. All right, we'll begin at about 3 yards, about 10 feet. The first round will be the birdshot, followed by the Estate double-aught and the Federal double-aught. Okay. All right, there's the birdshot with the 20-inch gun from about 10 feet. There's the Estate double-aught. And there's the Federal double-aught. All right, now we're going to run it with a 14-inch barrel, see if the difference in the barrel makes much of a difference in the pattern. We're still at right at 3 yards, 10 feet, somewhere in there. Same thing, first is going to be the birdshot, and then the Estate, and then the Federal. All right, there's the 14-inch gun from 10 feet with the birdshot. There it is with the Estate double-aught. And the Federal spreading out about twice what it did from the longer barrel gun. All right, we're back on the 20-inch gun. We're at the 15-yard line, so 45 feet. I would say this is pretty extreme for a home defense distance. I don't know how many of you have 50-foot long hallways maybe, but we'll see how we do. All right, with the 20-inch gun at 15 yards, with the bird shot, we've completely left the target. We have pellets all over the place, and many have gone right off the edge. So I don't know how far that spread was, but it was definitely wider than a person. All right, with the Estate, I went ahead and circled these rounds for two reasons. First of all, so you can see them a little better, but also, if you'll notice, there's 8 circles. So we have a 9th buckshot that flew so far, it actually left the target. So probably not a great way to shoot one person in a hallway. And then with the Federal, we got a pretty tight group there with all our hits. All right, now we're going to go with the 14-inch gun at the 15 yards, 45 feet. And again, don't pick on my accuracy with this little gun. All right, and with the 14-inch gun, no big surprise here. We spread further apart than the target will show us with the bird shot. With the Federal, we have still a pretty decent group. It's just high because I'm shooting that little gun that isn't any fun to shoot. But still, pretty tight group, 15 yards. And then the Estate double-aught, not a bad pattern, but pretty wide. That's about 18 inches. I haven't put a ruler on it, but it's pretty good spread there for 15 yards. That's more than an inch per yard. So one of the things you'll hear, one of the urban legends everyone talks about with shotguns, oh man, just point it and shoot. It'll take out the whole hallway, it'll take out the group of guys, whatever. I think you guys know from the video so far that's not accurate. Make a quick little demonstration here that you still have to aim this thing. We got 2 rounds of the Federal, which we've determined today to be the good stuff. And see how easy it is to miss. So I don't know if I mentioned that was about 10 yards away, a pretty realistic extreme for home defense, you know, about 30 feet. You might have a longer hallway than that. But as you can see, it's, you know, I put those rounds where I wanted them. It's hard for me to miss on purpose, so I have to aim where I want to miss. But as you can see, this spread, you know, if that hit him in the chest, that'd have been a great shot, but it's pretty easy to miss with a shotgun. It's not some magic thing. It still needs to be aimed like a rifle or a handgun. So what did we learn today? Well, like I alluded to at the beginning of the video, I'm not a big fan of the shotgun for a home defense weapon for so many reasons. The recoil, the limited ammo capacity, the fact that it's a two-handed weapon. You know, you can't have a flashlight or a cell phone in your hand calling 911 with a pistol in your other hand when you're running a shotgun. And I love shotguns. I'm not here to you know, talk too bad about them, but I don't think it's a great choice for a home defense gun. And again, having said that, if that's what you have, if that's what you want to run with, you know, hopefully you learned something from this video today. A couple things I think we pointed out is, you know, you might want to go with a shorter barrel because it's a home defense gun. You think you can get around your corners better and stuff, but you're giving up performance with that barrel. Both those guns, same manufacturer, same choke, which was an open bore choke, and that 6-inch difference in the barrel length made a noticeable difference in the pattern, in the spread. Also, I think we found out that, you know, your ammo matters. We had 2 essentially identical rounds, you know, 9-shot double-aught 12 gauge, but the performance was extremely different. And I didn't start this video to you know, talk bad about Estate ammo, but that premium Federal stuff clearly performed better. So if Federal wants to send me a case, thanks. If not, I mean, I'm going to say the same thing. You guys saw it on the video, it was better. So I hope you learned something from this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, share it. Get down in the comments section. You all get the conversations going. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you think I'm full of it. Tell me what you want to see in the next videos. All right, guys, thanks. Be safe.